Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Happy New Year as we move into All Black and we discuss the House Divided Season 2, Episode 2. It was a good episode. I really do like this series, I got to say. Compared to some of the other minority stuff we watch, this is pretty good. It's better than Have to Have
The
Nots.
bar is low, so
The bar is low, but this is better than Have to Have Nots. Some of the other movies we've seen, production quality, storyline. I'm serious. There's a lot of complicated things going on. The characters' actions make somewhat logical sense at some level, but we got some common stuff going on. So the Sanders family is still dealing with Stephanie being in a medically induced coma. She continues to have the same visions, so I guess at some point when she walks up the stairs is when she'll wake up. That's what we're trying to get her to when she walks up the stairs, I guess. Because that's where Niall is his name. Niall. Nigel is the name of the African murderer from Nigeria. What kind of shit is that? Who beat the crap out of Stephanie? That's where he's from. So I think as she's hearing the voice, so Stephanie is hearing the voice of Auntie May, who's asking her to wake up, which is Stephanie's mom's sister. I stress that because sometimes I forget, like, how is she related to this family? Like, who is she?
Yeah, because I kept thinking, like, okay, who is she again?
Yeah. She's the dead wife's sister who got killed over a glass of water. But she will be the new villain, one of the many villains of Carissa. So Carissa is again trying to establish her dominance as the matriarch of the family. Auntie May at the hospital is like kind of showing like she trying to do something, like she trying to get involved, and Carissa's like, wife things to do because I'm the wife. I replaced your sister. Let that shit go, or I'll kill you with a glass of water. And so anyway, so we got Carissa. So we got Auntie May. So she's trying to give relationship advice to Brittany with some fake ass African parable. My God. Stop. With these fake
I kind of agree. She said something very important. She's like, if you
is
don't know your worth, somebody else will tell you your worth. And I agree.
she didn't need the fake African proverb to get there. That's all I'm saying.
Dan Garcia was like, "Ooh, I read this yesterday. Let me throw this in there."
About Africa, because they have like the whole damn continent. Anyway, but let's go down this road. Brittany, Cameron Jr. and said, Gay Lover, you know what I'm saying? What is the problem? Gay Lover was there before Brittany. So if anyone should be feeling like my relationship is being diminished to make room for somebody else, it should be Cameron's man lover, not Brittany. Brittany is the new one to the team.
Yeah.
And Cameron did not make her do anything. He's like, he's never like disrespectful as we saw to me. I mean, I think he prefers penis most of the time, to be honest. But I mean, they play together, they eat together. Like he shows her, he brings her to the hospital. The gay dude ain't there, right? Brittany's the one that's there. So I mean, to me, I don't know if the parable was trying to say why you went with a man who likes men. Like I felt like she was being a little bit homophobic with that, or because as opposed to, I'm sure she understood that her May should have understood that her dead sister was sharing Cameron with many other women, to include her other sister. So
well, at least you don't have to worry about the gay lover getting pregnant and the kid fighting for like inheritance.
There you go. Ain't gonna be no blood test. Like, hey, by the way, I came up with a kid somehow, and like, so I'm like, Brittany is the woman of the family. There's really no competition in that. And yes, but why did she have to be butt naked in the shower when they're sitting up there like showing the montage of her relationship, whether or not she's okay with it or not? Like, what did that have to do with anything?
Just need some nudity. You gotta sprinkle nudity throughout the series.
I was like, what? It just didn't make it. I was like, are we supposed to be staring at her body or like helping her try to figure out, seeing her try to contemplate her future? Like, You can't do both. All right, because I mean, it's too distracting and doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so what do you think? So you think she's cheapening herself to be in this three-way relationship?
No, I didn't get that at all. She kept saying like, "Oh, I know you want a traditional relationship." Like, you don't know this woman. Like, didn't she just have like a boyfriend that was a drug dealer that was murdered? Or am I getting my
No,
confused?
it's the same one. In fact, that
Okay,
was part of the montage. She was remembering the fact that her
okay,
last relationship ended up in murder over a drug deal.
right. Like, and I hate to say she don't have standards, but like they're not that high. Cause she was like the maid, and he just kind of came up, and then they just started fucking. Like it was, I don't know. I just didn't get the whole "oh, you deserve better." Or I think some women would be okay with this, but not you. I don't see you as I thought that conversation was quite weird.
It was, and for her to be like, "I'm not trying to overstep my bounds." When somebody says that, that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing.
Sure, I'm not trying to be rude, but
You are. No disrespect, but I'm about to disrespect you. So we're that. Anyway, Aunt May is already setting the foundation because as she's talking to Stephanie, her coma body, she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna step in to do what my sister would have wanted." So she is trying to overstep her bounds. Like she's gonna try to take again, kind of be the matriarch of the family, and Carissa is not having any of that shit. So she will end up being murdered if Aunt May ain't careful. Carissa will take that. Yep, that's right. Just have dinner. And then as she's coughing, she's gonna move that glass a little bit and be like, "Oh shit, she died just like her sister." That would be hilarious. If she goes out just like her sister at the same table, that is poetic justice. I look forward to that in the season finale. That would be hilarious.
now the series finale is gonna be Carissa choking.
Oh, I'm sorry, season finale. Yeah, you're right, season finale. Because Lisa Ray, so Diamond's gonna come back with her illegitimate, daughter, and they're gonna kill Carissa and take it away. So anyway, so Nigel, the African from Africa, from Nigeria, and his fake ass African father are having a conversation. Oh my God, wasn't that guy in the bed? No, he was in like New Jack City or some shit.
He was in everything. I was trying to figure out what.
Anyway, he's not from the continent of Africa.
No.
And his wife is the only dark-skinned wife you have seen and will see in this show. Like Lapita Black. Like I was like, that's when I say dark skin. That's what I'm talking about. And this is the only time you will see it because this show does not believe in highlighting the beauty of dark-skinned women. But anyway, when you go into the Africa motherland, one of the many wives has to be dark-skinned. How stereotypical is it that he got 4 wives as he's talking to his son?
It's always 4. It ain't never 2. It ain't never 3. It ain't never 7. It's always 4.
Hey, you got 7 days in the week. You rest on Monday. On Monday, that we're gonna party like it's Easter Monday. I heard him say that. I was like, Easter Monday.
Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, I think a lot of cultures do Monday. I think Sunday is a Western thing, if I'm not mistaken.
I guess
because if you count 3 days, it's actually a Monday.
It should be on Monday. He should have got up on Monday, right? So, all right, it's interesting that they put that in the dialogue at all. But I was like, all right, I guess to show that he's not American.
I told you, Dan Garcia has been reading some African book he found, and this whole episode is based off of his newly found knowledge of Africa,
the continents. So, Mr. Dan. Anyway, so this episode 1, more unnecessary fake African parables. Okay, so Nigel's dad gets the phone from his white assistant who tells him, "Sir, you're on a secure encrypted call. Secure encrypted call. Go talk as you please." Nevertheless, he and Nigel use several parables to basically say, "We're on our way to kill Cameron Sr., and you need to kill the rest of the family." How hard can that be? The parables were unnecessary, don't make any damn sense when that's all you're really trying to say. Who you trying to hide it from? Your wife know what you're doing, Nigel's dad, okay? And Nigel knows what he's talking about because the only thing Nigel loves about America is the American women. All right. It was too much. It was all that was too much. But Nigel's out there. So let's talk about, again, we still don't know who is the professional bridesmaid that is helping Nigel take out the Sanders family? And how did she know days before where Carissa and her new bodyguard were going to be in her workout routine? How did she know any of their locations?
I was thinking maybe there's some type of tracking device, but you would think a former Marine would know how to search for that stuff.
Excuse me. A former Navy SEAL.
Oh, excuse me.
That's right. Only Tyler Perry only focuses on Marines because all he knows.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting my shows confused. Sorry.
Anyway, but Dante Ratson is the new security guard, ex Navy SEAL that Cameron has hired to defend his younger wife.
Well,
After cheating on,
At least he wore an appropriate size shirt for once.
Not much. So
I mean, you know.
So the actor who plays Dante has been in several shows that Stacey and I have watched. Most recently, Everything That Glitters, which was written and directed by Danny Garcia, which is why he's probably in this episode because Dan led this episode too. But this actor, he's a tall, much taller than Cameron Sr., much younger than Cameron Sr., much more muscular. Okay, why would a man think it makes a good idea to get a much better looking man and stronger man to defend his woman after cheating on his wife? Like Cameron Sr. cheated on his wife with his ex-baby mama. Carissa knows this, which is why she said, I wish you liked these thighs more than you do. And now she's spending time with a much better looking man. You know where this is going. I thought it was going to happen this episode. I thought, like, Danny's like, we got to speed this shit up. You know what I'm saying? We will, because definitely the draws will be given. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I thought they were going to be doing butt naked yoga on the mountain.
Oh, that's what I thought too. When they're sharing story, let's talk about their shared poverty, drug-stricken childhoods. Why, Dan? Why do we have to perpetuate the stereotype?
Is the Black experience. Do you not know that?
Anything else is the exception. The rule is poverty and or
you are not Black unless you didn't have a struggle.
If you did not grow up broke and or on drugs or dealing drugs.
Drinking pickle juice for breakfast.
Yes, that's the thing. I mean, Carissa had hard. We saw that at the season finale of season 2. Dante apparently had just as bad, but they both pulled each other themselves by their bootstraps. They're both self-made people. And they're about to get it in. You can see Carissa's already like, this is the one. I just got to play hard for a little while. But I got to say, when Nigel and crew rolled up with their machine guns and somehow did not automatically murder Dante and Carissa, I'm like, what is going on here? Ex-Navy SEAL only has a handgun. So what kind of threat did he think that they were dealing with? If a rich man hires you to protect his wife, they're probably dealing with some real shit. This is your car. You should have Tommy level weapons in the back of your car.
Yes, he should have popped the trunk. The reinforced trunk, because that trunk wasn't stopping none of them big ass bullets. And pulled out a rocket launcher or something.
To your point, I think they probably had a bulletproof car when they went to the funeral. Cause it looked like a stretch, like up armored limo. But I'm saying, if this is your car, Dante, and you are the security professional, your car needs to be tricked out that can take almost an IED blast if necessary. Because you've been to combat, to Syria, Iraq.
Been like Milan's crew when they went to save Jamie from the Jamaicans, and they came out loaded. That's what they need to be.
But in fact, the other guys who were his team of security, he should have called the bat signal, called them in. That's what we need to be seeing. Not Dante and Carissa running up the hill. Where did Carissa get the gun from?
Back up her yoga pants. They make those yoga pants with the little secret compartments in it.
So she comes out strapped. Even Dante's like, "What you doing?" She's like, "How we gonna get out of here?" They come up slow motion style, shooting in harmony. I was like, "They're gonna be fucking this. It's coming." After a gunfight, you survive a gunfight. They clean it up together.
Mhm.
Yes. Next episode, they having sex. Let's
Yeah, because they wounded one of them, but they didn't get a scratch.
They had machine guns. Nigel and two guys had machine guns. There's no way they should have walked away from that. Or Navy SEAL shouldn't be talking. It shouldn't even take that many bullets. He's like, "Look, block, block, block. This is why your dad hired me," and be done with it. Both of them are just shooting radically. Everyone's just shooting radically. No one knows how to aim in a combat situation, in a high pressure situation. Dante, you will get fired. If she can, if Carissa can secure herself as much as you can, you being paid too much money. But it was awesome though. It was an awesome action scene. I was like, for what this show is, I was like, this is pretty impressive. I was like, you know what? I'm tuned in next week. I want to see what happens as they run up the mountain. Oh man, that was hilarious. So we got that going on. The investigation. So the investigation into Cameron Sr.'s murdering of his business partner / the dude that slept with his daughter after she turned 18, I guess, at least. He threw the guy off the boat. Didn't think anybody was going to come looking for this dude and look into this. Peter is his name. Why does Cameron Sr. talk to cops without his lawyer? No one does that. No one with money does that. If cops are at your house, it's not a good thing. And you just murdered somebody 10 days ago. You say you do not come to my house. 1, my lawyer will be here. Number 2, hello, Detective A, Detective B, sit your butt down while I call my lawyer Jupiter, and she will talk to you, and we will discuss this together.
Even the maid on have nots had sense enough to call her lawyer Veronica.
See?
When her employer wanted to meet with her.
Yeah.
She's like, "You will meet with me and my lawyer."
Oh yeah. Celine.
Yeah.
That's right. When they wanted to talk to her job, we didn't even talk about that. It was unnecessary. Anyway, but you're absolutely. When Celine was about to get fired, as she pretty much knew, she's like, "Stop! It's lawyer time." Dun, 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 dun. Lawyer time. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, it's only after Cameron gets up telling his fake alibi, which will likely get him arrested. Then he goes talks to his lawyer Jupiter by himself. Then they come up with the grand idea of getting rid of security footage, which is going to show that 2 people left the dock. Only 1 person came back to the dock. So therefore, Cameron Sr., where's your friend? Why did he not get off the boat?
He went for a swim.
Huh?
He went for a swim.
There you go. You'll find him. He was an Olympic swimmer. I thought he said he wanted to swim back to shore. I mean, I just left him out there because he's a grown man. I don't make people do things they don't want to do. He don't have to stay on my boat. He just left the boat. The boat will be forensically checked. Like that's the next thing, because that was the last place that said Peter was known to be alive on. So that's gonna happen if this is any kind of real. But Cameron starting to lose his shit. He's like, "Oh man, I'm about to go to jail for life." Yes, you're gonna be somebody's lover, no matter how old you are. And then he's like, oh man, his lawyer was like, "Man up, like shit, grab your balls and do something."
Cameron is not about that life.
Any life.
It's very soft.
It's a very soft life. He said that last week, actually. He told Carissa, like, "I never had to fight for anything. Everything was handed to me. I don't know what I'm doing." So even
you kill what you eat.
Remember that? You gotta be like Carissa. Carissa knows how to run a house and a team. That's why she out there with the guns with Dante. That's why she gonna start boning Dante, because Dante's a real man.
Mm-hmm.
Till you find out that he's actually gay and he was actually Cameron Jr.'s lover. Think about it. Watch. That would be an interesting twist.
Empire 2.0.
Yeah, that's right. Because he was gay. That means it's on the table. It's on the table. Like, it's possible. Even though right now they're trying to lead us down the obvious path that Carissa and Dante are going to get together, they flipped the script. Dante was actually dated Cameron Jr. before they met.
I could see that happening.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. But again, for Jupiter to be like, he's Cameron Sr. was like, is it easy to see that I'm not like I'm weaker than my father? She's like, yes, and your enemies see it too. Damn it, your daddy had balls.
Mm-hmm.
He did though. Even dying in the bed, he told Carissa, "We got to beat up and kill your ex-lover." That's the other thing. So Carissa is still dealing with the loss of the murder of her ex-abusive husband.
But she's the one that did it, right?
She got her cousin to do it. But yeah, she was responsible for it. Yeah. But that still don't mean you don't, miss and love the person that used to beat you. I mean, I don't know. Don't make any sense. But I mean, but she still cares. You know what I mean? So that's cool though. It shows some complexity to the character that she's still dealing with that shit. Speaking of that, her cousin has a new recruit.
Cousin.
The guy who called on the phone saying we need to talk. He's the one that's showing some younger guy how to hold a gun and go bang. Bang. I was like, this is dumb as shit. Like what gangster training is this? Like that's not even
There should be gangster training, because if you roll up on somebody with machine guns, you need to hit somebody.
Something.
There should be training school. Aim, shoot.
Nigel and Cameron Sr. are paying too much money for the gunmen that they hire. That they can't do basic shit like shoot someone standing in front of them. When you have machine guns or you are an ex-Navy SEAL, the gunfight shouldn't have took that long and been that erratic. It was all over the place. I mean, but yeah. Anyway, that's we gotta see how this turns out. Okay. I didn't understand in any of the gunfight. Killian Cameron Senior is not built for any life. He just needs to have money given to him and he makes simple decisions. So it'd be interesting to see if Carissa doesn't kill him at some point, or at least make an effort.
And that's what I was thinking, like Dante and her join forces and take out Cam and then get all the money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Very interesting. And then Cameron Jr. is like, you must have killed my dad too?
He didn't give a fuck about her killing his mom, so shut up.
Yeah, he got over it. He's like, you helped me cover up some shit I did, so it's even. We're even. And daddy don't like you anyway, man. I mean, your dad thinks you're a disappointment anyway. So, I mean, is it really that big of a deal? No. And now she's anyway, this is a kind of real life story. Like the new wife just comes up and then all of a sudden the husband actually gets bumped off and she's like probably the sole beneficiary of the will. That's too obvious. You guys are looking into that. So we'll see where it goes. It's interesting. Like I said, I do like this story. I do like story. It's more credible than Double Cross, and we love Double Cross. But to me, this is actually more credible than Double Cross.
I think it's more credible than Double Cross. Double Cross is just somebody smoking something and like, you know what'll be cool? We're gonna put these two superheroes in the black neighborhood where no other twins are, and no one's gonna recognize them.
And nobody recognize with little mask on their face, like bandits. Stop.
They will recognize it.
No one recognized. They didn't have the mask of the dead like AJ did. At least AJ had a full-blown face mask. And how did JoJo think that had anything to do with dead presidents? Come on, man. I know if you're jumping videos, I'm sorry. We forgot to say how stupid ass that whole dialogue was.
And JoJo, the little scene from
New Jack City.
New Jack City. What was the point of that?
What was the point of? None of that made any sense. Neither one of them are from New York. They're from Baltimore. So they should have did something from The Wire if that's what they're gonna do, I guess. But like, why are you quoting a New York movie that you've never mentioned at all? I was like, what? And then that goes to, is AJ trying to be Lorenz Tate in Dead Presidents? No, bitch.
He's like, who?
He wore face paint. He didn't even wear a mask. It was 100%.
They had the white, yeah.
Yes. It was face paint. Do you even remember that movie? Like what? And why would AJ know that movie? Like,
Yeah, now who Lorenz Tate was?
she's like,
Even though
Lorenz
that
Tate?
movie was classic.
It was.
And I love Lorenz Tate.
When he came out the trash can, right? Oh man, that was real. That was real. An old
I may
girl
watch
died
that
for
later
him.
on today.
Huh?
I may watch that later on today.
It was rough, man. Old girl loved him so much, she died for him. She's like, and all he wanted was enough money to start
And
a butcher
Clifton
shop.
Powell was in that with his shenanigans again.
Who?
Clifton. You know Clifton, the one that's
Oh
always
yeah. I'm
up
sorry,
to
the one who
hijinks.
married his stepdaughter.
His stepdaughter. Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. All right. We'll see. I know we got off track. But anyway, all black don't mind because it's all black. We're all talking about it. So anyway, guys, again, thank you guys very much for watching. We'll be back for episode 3. We'll see where the story goes. What hasn't been addressed, young light-skinned younger brother, his issues with his baby mama or whatever, or his girlfriend who thought she was gonna be a baby mama, tried to kill herself. Like that's gonna be a thing next week. So we get more into his backstory. Not that I care. Again, Carissa and Dante are gonna be all right. We saw that. But again, we got to see how their love story develops. What does that mean for the rest of the Sanders family? Anyway, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. If you are new to the channel, Happy New Year. And please join the channel, like on the video and comment on the video, share the video. Let us know other things you like us for the review. Our docket is pretty thick right now. We're working through some other silliness from Tyler Perry. That will be coming.
But we had just said we're done with Tyler Perry. And then that damn Amazon showed me recommended videos. And I said, let me click on it.
Don't blame Amazon for your curiosity. For your 1 o'clock in the morning curiosity. Like you're like, oh man, the Radashuki, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Before we start doing the review. Ruthless, which I'm sure is not her last name. Ruthless. Season 1, we shall review 13 episodes. Like 40, almost 20. Fuck, it's a lot of episodes. Gotta work through it. Anyway, guys, if you've ever seen that, let us know. If you're still watching this video, appreciate it. And we will.
Yeah, it's on BT Plus.
Oh man, it beats. Oh my god.
But you can watch it on Prime. The first few episodes.
Yes, but you gotta get a free membership and cancel that shit in 7 days. Do not give BET any of your money. Like, don't do that.
Say that.
I was like, absolutely not. I got 4 more days. I'm gonna cancel. I'm canceling this thing 4 days into it, so they can't get money from me because foolishness. Anyway.